parents of a teenage girl who sadly died from cancer are appealing for people to use different language when talking about the disease. Alan and Chiara's daughter Daisy was diagnosed with a rare cancer at the age of just 12, and she passed away just over a year later. Now, Alan and Chiara are now urging people to avoid using the phrase losing the battle with cancer. This morning they spoke to BBC Three Counties presenter Andy Collins.
Yeah. Tell us about this phrase then that we're talking about this morning, that we hear all the time, losing the battle with cancer. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think it's very important because these are brave children that fought the battle through no choice of their own. They're not losers. We as a society have failed to equip them in the fight.
The students have really, really taken on board the things that they talk about in their sessions, the things they've learned about in workshops.
It's been really nice, and it helped me with how to manage my low self-esteem and then my anxiety a bit.
It helps me go into school since I'm usually anxious about that, but it gives me confidence knowing that people are there for me.
So for us, I think it's given us an insight into how Jack's brain works sometimes.
Some feedback, especially from parents, that we tend to get a lot of is just having that person to hear the voice and the stories of our families.
I was feeling very ill. I went down to the hospital and the hospital examined me and sent me home again and said, "You're fine, just ride it out." During the next week, I became very ill and my daughter rang 111. I was having trouble breathing. They said, "Go down to A&E." I couldn't make it down there, so she dialed 999 for an ambulance.
So the process is a member of the public will phone 999 or 111, who will then pass across to us. The job will appear on our screen and we'll have a look at it. We'll review the patient's notes and history, and depending on what they've said to the call handler and also what they've been graded as a category, with East of England they'll be coded between C1 and C5, C1 being our high kind of our cardiac arrests, and C5s being our lowest acuity jobs. So we'll review what they've told the call handler, and based on that information, we'll potentially say, actually, this is suitable for our community providers to look into, and we'll pass it across to the community teams. Get matrons out, get district nurses, get therapy teams or falls lifting teams out to these patients, which would be much more appropriate than an ambulance. And for us, save ambulances for emergency calls, but still getting help to those who do need it.
The most important aspect of the Health Visitor 6 to 8 week check is maternal and physical well-being. This is a great opportunity, usually in the safety of the parental home, to ask open questions that hopefully will elicit good conversational answers to important questions about overall physical and emotional well-being. It's really important to reassure that it's okay to not be feeling okay. Health visitors are in a good position to liaise with GPs or to refer on to specialist support such as NHS talking therapies. As this particular visit is often the last home visit that health visitors undertake, it's important also to give really good clear signposting to onward services and to make sure that parents know they can call us on the duty line if they need any other concerns addressing in the important and often vulnerable perinatal period.
Hello, my name is Gillian MacDonald and I'm the manager of Hertfordshire Community Pulmonary Rehabilitation Service. Pulmonary rehabilitation is a 6-week course of exercise and education designed to help people with a long-term lung condition become fitter and better informed.
Over the past few weeks, I have been out to every locality discussing the transformation and the community modelling, and have put up the Mad, Sad and Glad boards. Hopefully you've all had an opportunity to write down any comments, add your notes, and we're now in the process of collecting those back in again.
My previous experience being in hospital, obviously very different, where you on the ward, you don't do any travelling outside of hospital for your visits, whereas here you get to drive around, you get to see all this beautiful scenery, you see different patients on a daily basis, and they're all very, very different from different backgrounds with different conditions and mainly elderly. The biggest insight of the job is how much you can give back into your local community.
We have a little piece of paper, which on here we have your height, your weight, your BMI, your blood pressure, your pulse, your oxygen sats and your cholesterol. And actually we also have a little box that says mental health. And what we're trying to find out is just how are you? How's your day going? Is there stuff at home or at work or both? Actually, you'd like some advice and guidance over.
I would recommend this check to everybody. It's very valuable and it does just, highlight areas that you want to work upon to ensure maximum good health.
In HCT, we're committed to supporting colleagues from minoritised ethnic backgrounds to develop and progress in their careers. Part of that commitment is demonstrated through our Thrive programme. Thrive consists of a range of personal and career development offers specifically for colleagues from Black, Asian and minority ethnic backgrounds.